It was 1999 when I wrote my first rhyme. I wanted to tell my story of hustling for mine. It wasn't easy on the all-night grind. Robbers and killers and jealous for your girl cause she's fine. And cops and lawyers,
video where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. Like to welcome y'all to the show. Now look, sitting beyond me, right? You already seen him before. We interviewed him, right? But the guy has so many dynamic ventures and projects that he's working on and worked on in the past. Had to bring him back because the year 2024 is almost out and we're getting ready to roll into the year 2025, and you guys are gonna need some good energy and people that's willing to do good business. So Hardattak,
Yes,
but Roger, welcome back to the show, man. What's up, man?
What's up with it, man?
Oh, but man, I've been chilling, man. You know, enjoying myself. You know,
Yes, sir.
getting ready for 2025.
Yes, sir.
Numerology, the number 9, completion. We getting ready to roll forward, right?
Yes, sir.
But you got a project, man, that's out, right?
Right.
Tell us about that real quick.
I got my first solo album that I titled "Run for the Money," and it's out right now on Apple and Spotify worldwide. But this was a collaboration between double platinum music producer Mike B and myself as a new producer collaborating to put this album together.
Oh man, that's wonderful, bro. And is it more of a Houston, H-Town flavor?
That would be a problem. That would be a negative.
All right, come on.
So this, me as a songwriter, I've always been the group Ghetto Boys, Scarface and Willie D and Bushwick. That whole message and style and way of delivering information was the seed to help me navigate on the streets.
Come on.
So when I got the notion that I wanted to be a writer, a recording artist, Scarface was one of my biggest influences to help me deliver and say things a certain kind of way.
Okay.
So amongst other people like Spice One and Ice Cube and all of that kind of stuff. So my style of music is broader than just the Houston swinging and banging and you know, you probably wouldn't think that I'm from Houston if you hear the album.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be records that don't have nothing to do with necessarily just the region. They just records.
Right.
You know, records that could play on the West Coast, the East Coast, down South, Midwest, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So when you write songs, do you write songs that would influence your vision or the way that you see life?
Yeah. So I got a song called "Trust No Fuck Ho."
Okay, come on.
The hook kind of goes like, "Learn to trust no fuck ho," you know. And I talk about these different relationships I was in with females, and by me being naive and blind to game, I'm going in straight on love.
Right.
I love you, babe.
Right.
And then that 9 times out of 10, she don't give a damn about no love. She want the sex or the money or whatever the case may be. So I keep getting fucked over by these females because I don't know. I ain't playing game.
Right.
So the game is what taught me these experiences with certain females that I thought I loved. Gave me the vision to put the song together. Trust no fuck up.
Right. So you take those experiences and put it to music,
Right.
and write to it for let's say, other young men who's not figuring out, man, what's going on? Is it me? What am I doing wrong? Right. Now, let me ask you this: how do you determine or choose or pick the fuck hoe though? How do you know that she's a fuck hoe? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the characteristics, the attributes?
So it's a line in the song. One of the songs I got. This one girl. I was listening to my voicemail, and she left a voicemail calling me. Well, I was very alert back in the game. I used to sell dope and stuff, so I you tend to be really tuned in when you doing shit in the streets, you know.
Right.
So I really was out there moving around in Houston, but I'm listening to the voicemail, and it had some more message playing after she left her message. And I was listening. She had her friend in the background. Rod, my number one. Ken, my number two. I said, what she say? And we had one of them box tape recorders that would record voice messages. When you leave a message, you had to push the button, play and rewind. So I stopped it and pushed rewind and listened to it again. Rod, my number one. Ken, my number two. You dirty bitch. Yeah. So I'm now broken because I gave her a ring. I'm about to marry her, and she's slipping, thinking she hung the phone up, telling her homegirl that the nigga she just called was her number one, but she got a number two. That broke me, man. That broke me. I had everything invested in her. She was gonna be my wife. So it's stuff like that, man. You'll catch it. And then the red flags and stuff like that. You'll catch it. So I say in the song that she had a side nigga she'd never leave. You know what I'm saying? She ain't never leave this nigga. She been fucking with this nigga.
Right. So side, but nothing, no security though. Nothing promised.
Nothing promised. But I come in the picture. I'm a star player. So yeah, I'm number one. But not number one enough to get her to leave this other dude alone. So it's the games, we playing out here.
It's the game. And the reason why I ask that because you hear a lot of times today where men and women complain about relationships.
Yes, sir.
When they talk about the percentages of black women that's not married and, dudes are saying, man, it's hard to find a good woman today, right?
Right.
So, you got any advice on how and before I get into that, this also displays itself in the movie Accountability, the Gas Man, and getting ready to come out. Gonna hit you hard with that movie, and I also believe distribution is gonna help us with the soundtrack. Man, I appreciate you for that. Right?
Yes,
thank you, bro. But on any advice on how one could conduct themselves to be worthy, because so many times man and woman, they take cues from what's in the media on television, the show, and then you want to emulate that in life, right? And you realize over time that it's not getting you nowhere, right? So what are some of the characteristics and what you've experienced and learned in life that you can share with females, males on how to be a good mate for one another?
Man, my situation, my wife, we've been together 15, nearly 17 years.
Oh, that's blessed.
So we first used to work at Walmart together, and I used to see her walking from the farm. She was a farm tech, and I was, working inside of Walmart, stocking, canned goods and all this kind of stuff. So I'd see her walking, and she just caught my attention, and and then from there on, I was locked in on her. Well, it took me a year for us to really connect, and a friend of mine told me one day, he said, man, what happened to that girl you used to talk to from Walmart? I'm like, what girl? He said, Melody. I was like, shit, I don't know. He's like, man, what you call her? And I did, and she came out and met with me, and we've been together ever since.
Oh, that's a blessing.
It was from a friend of mine. So when she met me, I was broke. I was sleeping on my mom's floor. When she's gone, I'd be in there sleeping on the floor, sleeping in the closet, sleeping on the couch or whatever. I was just, I was raggedy, man. I couldn't get my shit together for nothing. So I was kind of on the phone talking to her, dry begging for me to come live with her, because I didn't want to be living with my mom. So she wound up letting me, after me begging her, she wound up letting me come live with her. But one of the first duties that I had, when I moved in with her was babysitting. She already had three babies. And she go to work. I had no job, so I watch children and get them from school and all this kind of stuff. So, but she took a chance on me when I didn't have nothing.
Right.
And so, when I did get myself together, one day she got pissed off. And I was sitting in the rocking chair, kind of cocky and arrogant, the recliner sofa. I was chilling. We were kind of going back and forth on something. And out of nowhere, she just jumped it, snatched me up like this here, and I froze up. I was sitting in the chair like this here, and she had me by the shirt, and she was down in my face. She said, "You need to get your shit together." And man, it just went silent. I said, this motherfucker crazy. It jacked my ass up, man. And in truth, I needed to get my shit together.
Right.
Sometimes it takes somebody that love you to kick you in your ass and make you get your shit together. So I finally got my shit together. That Audi, that's hers.
Come on.
She got another one sitting in the driveway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I take care of her like that today because she took care of me when I had nothing.
Come on.
So I remembered that. So my loyalty is, okay, I'm up, I'm winning. Here you go.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes, we need to see the person that is potentially our partner. We need to see them make an effort to do something for us, and they need to see us do something to make an effort to better them.
Right.
My wife bettered me
as
a man because I didn't know how to take care of business. I didn't know how to be responsible. When I needed something, I'd be living at my mom's house. But I didn't know how to be a man. I had to grow into becoming what I am today, which is a better version of what she started with.
Right.
So, yeah, she can get the brand new Audi. She pull up at work. You know what I'm saying? The co-workers, they're a little jealous.
Right.
But they know her man just broke off and took care of. So, this is kind of what has been the situation with me and my wife. Right. And then another thing for me to give back to her is if I ever run into a problem, I want you to be strong.
That's right.
So I put my wife through real estate school.
Right.
She's a Texas real estate agent.
Come on.
So if I'm off,
there you go.
She got something to stand up on.
That's right.
So she's with Central 21, and she do these open houses and stuff like that, man. So she good. So I'm still trying to get my shit together.
Right. But nah, man, that's a wonderful example that people can look and take notes from.
Yes, sir.
Because, man, life is better that way.
Yeah.
Life is good when you can sleep at night and knowing somebody genuinely got your back.
Right.
And you genuinely have theirs.
I wouldn't have made it, Vince. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I wouldn't have made it, and I don't think half the stuff that I'm doing, I would be doing it if I hadn't went through the fire of having a wife and then having children, a ready-made family that I had to grow up and govern.
Right.
It brought so much out of me governing or working with so many different personalities. My wife's personality, mine, the other three children. I got a biological daughter, grandson. So this thing brought me all the way up to shape me into something.
And it also, look what grew out of it, Believe distribution.
Yeah.
That's worldwide, right?
Yeah, the distribution is worldwide, literally. So the parent company is based in France, in Europe. So we here in Houston. So basically, we're authorized with the contract we have with Believe to distribute rock and roll, blues, children's music, Christian music, hip hop, rap, gospel. Any genre. We could distribute it.
That's a wonderful thing. Now, tell us real quick before we get out of here about the XXL magazine deal that just took place. And the reason why I said it is because you were there, though. When people do things that everybody just not in a position to do, you got to shine light on that.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a wonderful thing. The fact that you knew someone who was connected, tied to, right?
So the XXL thing, this was an event that happened in Houston. I just so happened knew or had a relationship with a guy that owns a company called Indie Power. Jay Rosinski. He's out of California. Jay Rosinski distributed Red Hot Chili Peppers, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Exhibit. You name any major artist, they've dealt with Jay Rosinski. So Jay Rosinski and I, we kind of cool. We got a very good relationship. So me being optimistic, my relationship with Jay Rosinski, I was like, well, won't you set up distribution down here? So this is part of how our relationship grew. So one day Jay called me, one day Jay called me and he was like, hey Roderick, I've been invited to speak at this event in Houston, but I can't make it. I want you to sit in for me. And I was like, me? He was like, yeah, you. I was like, he must don't know who he talking to because don't nobody invite me to go, sit on no panels and all this kind of shit. So I'm like, yeah. So I go to the event. I see Trader Truth, Yellow Beezy with Trader Truth before he blows up. Mama C is in there. DJ Chill is in there. All the Go DJs in there. No Malice in there. I'm like, the fuck? You know what I mean? What's going on? So, so while I was there, I had the magazine XXL. Jay Rosinski was in the magazine. He had some ads in there, and some of his artists was featured in the magazine. So I was promoting all of the content, that Indie Power had, in the magazine, and just so happened Lil Wayne on the cover of the XXL magazine. So that's what that was. Got a chance to mix and mingle with some of the people there and everything. JQ from 97.9 was on the rostrum, on the panel. Attorney Deidre Davis was on the rostrum. There's a sister, Tammy Latrell, I think her name is. She wrote something on the Whitney Houston record with Muhammad 2G.
Okay.
She was one of the writers on that with Jerry. Okay. And she was on the rostrum, the later panel that came in. So it was a lot of significant people. And here I am. Right. In the mix. So, and that was just because of the relationship I had with Jay Rosinski, and I got a chance to be in the mix with these people. So,
that just shows the importance of communicating and doing business with an array of people.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And you go places you get involved in certain things to move your agenda forward.
Yeah.
You know, and it lasts throughout time. You know, you feed off those events and you keep building.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, man, I appreciate you coming on the show, and man, good luck, you know, on your new album.
Yes, sir. Run for the Money is the new album produced by double platinum producer Mike B and your boy Hardattak. We got Run for the Money. We got Be Around. We got Trust No Fucko. We got I Love It. And then y'all also need to check out the collab between Hardattak, Big Mike, and YP on the Peter Man remix to I Love It.
Come on.
We got Big Mike on now with you, Big Mike. So y'all need to check that out too.
That's right. Hey, man, I appreciate you, God.
Thank you, Big Vince.
Bro Pig Radio, we out.
Verbal Pig.
Accountability. The Gas Man.
Wrong with that? You didn't say that when you was fucking.
And the clock, it keeps on ticking while you keep tricking. Then you pay the warning signs you ain't listen. Fell victim to the streets that you know you can't beat. Now you
A film lights up.
caught out in the rain. Don't get caught out in the rain. Caught out in the rain.
Accountability. The Gas